Right. Okay, do you know what the single most important thing to learn on the harmonica is? When you get your C harmonica with 10 holes, what the first thing you should be learning? Well, it's not what you think. It's not playing single notes. It's not playing bends. I don't even care about how you're holding it. The single most important thing to learn right at the beginning is a train rhythm. Okay, so why is that the most important thing to learn? Well, when people start playing harmonica, they tend to have a lot of breathing problems. They generally overinflate, and that's because they're playing too hard. And playing too hard leads to overinflating, which means that you can't play for very long. It leads to nasty sounding harmonica, because you're playing too hard. And it also means that you're going to find it really, really challenging to play more of those cool harmonica techniques, like the bends, or the vibratos, or anything, flutters. It's all much easier if you've got your breathing under control. So learning a train rhythm is going to really help you with that. So I've got a little tab sheet that you can download for this. So if you want to click on the link in the description below, you can get that for free and then come back and watch the rest of the video. Okay, so how do we play this train rhythm? So you're going to take that C harmonica and we're playing holes 1, 2, and 3. So just the bottom 3 holes of the instrument. That's it. And we're going to start just by playing an inhale, a draw on 1, 2, 3, and then an exhale on 1, 2, 3. So just do that for a few rounds. Make sure that it's sounding sweet. Make sure that it's sounding warm and open, and it's not sounding like this. If it's sounding like that, then you're playing too hard. So just try and relax and play a little bit more gently. Okay, once that feels comfortable, then try articulating with your tongue by saying some little nonsense syllables that will make it sound like this. So that gives you the rhythm. And those nonsense syllables are nuka on the in-breath, nuka, and then tuka on the
Nuka, nuka.
out-breath, tuka. Now, when I get beginners in front of me, they never believe me that I'm actually articulating like that. I'm actually articulating like that, I promise you. So go nuka, tuka.
Nuka, tuka.
Nuka, tuka.
But it sounds like he's doing beatboxes at the same time.
Nuka, nuka, tuka.
That sounds better. That sounds a lot better than me. Is that even close?
Naka, taka.
Not really. Fuck, this is tiring. My breathing is not good. Also, I mean, I'm sitting, so it's not the best.
Okay. So, see if you can do that and make sure that all of your consonants, the k and t, are really, really hard, and that's what's giving you that rhythm. Otherwise, you'll get something that sounds a little bit like this.
Yeah,
Which is okay.
like me.
Something that sounds a little bit like this. Which is okay, but it's not a really train rhythm-y train rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you try and play this for any length of time, most beginners start to run out of breath. They find that they're over-inhaling. That's because they're taking more air in than they're breathing out through the instrument. And there's a little trick for this. The trick is to loosen your lips ever so slightly on the blow chord, on the out breath. So let a little bit of the air dissipate either side of the harmonica. So you get... So really get that air to come out. Now, the trick with this, what's going to help your breathing in the long term, is if you just let it happen. So play that rhythm.
4:21.
Leads to overinflating, which more of those cool. Click on the link in the. Okay, so how do we play this train rhythm? So you're going to take that C harmonica and we're playing holes 1, 2, and 3. So just the bottom 3 holes of the instrument. That's it. And we're going to start just by playing an inhale, a draw on 1, 2, 3, and then an exhale on 1, 2, 3. Sound this. Just try and relax. Articulating with your tongue by saying some little nonsense. Now when I get beginners articulating like that, I promise you, so go naka, taka, naka, taka. Like that, I promise you. So go naka,
Naka. Naka. Taka. Naka. Taka. Naka. Taka. Naka. Taka. Naka. Taka.
tucka, nucka, tucka.
It sounds more like a rhythm. There's like a, it's almost nice to hear. So this is different compared to where I close my mouth. When I open it, he's going slower. It's fucking tiring. Okay, let's go back.
The trick with this, what's going to help your breathing in the long term, is if you just let it happen. So play that rhythm for 1 minute every day for at least a month, maybe a couple of months. And what's going to happen is a couple of things. You're going to learn to relax because you're getting used to the harmonica in general. You're going to hear whether you're playing too hard because it'll sound either thin and nasty or it'll sound open and rich. And you'll get used to the harmonica in your mouth, so you'll stop salivating so much. Because I know that a lot of you beginners, I was there too, salivate a hell of a lot when you've got the harmonica in your mouth. That's totally normal. It's a foreign object. Your mouth is trying to get rid of it. But if it gets used to it because you're doing it every day, it'll stop salivating quite so much. So do that for a minute every day for 28 days, 56 days. Keep it going, keep it as part of your practice. Don't be tempted to increase the speed just yet. Just do it to get used to the instrument and to practice your breathing and get comfortable. All right, thank you so much for watching.
Can I? So let's take some notes maybe. Do I have a harmonica here? No, not yet. Learning. I think I can put this in learning. With a nice emoji. Is there a harmonica one? No. Music. What do we put? What the fuck, man? God damn it. Let's put this one. Oh my god. Okay. So, like, I wanna put this this one. This one. This one. Interesting.
Ugh, I just feel like some spark is missing from my life.
You sound awful.
To ensure that you have the proper mouth position on the harmonica in order to be badass. Tip 1, hold the harmonica on the side. You can go back to holding it however you want to after this exercise, but for this exercise, just hold it on the side. Tip 2, moisten and relax the lips. It's always nice to have a glass of water when you're playing harmonica. And you may need to use a little bit of lip balm if you live in a dry climate. It's not gonna hurt the harmonica, just wipe it down with a soft cloth when you're done. Step 3, put the harmonica in your mouth and rotate the back of it up towards the ceiling, the right holes. Again, we're just focused on breathing and mouth position. We're gonna breathe in for 4 counts and then breathe out for 4 counts. Thinner, more shrill, ice pick sound. And over here, the darkest, roundest tone on the harmonica is breathing in and then tucka, breathing out. Now, we're not actually going to vocalize. We're not going to say tucka, but we're going to go like tucka, tucka. All right, let's try it. Part of this that we want to do, and it's a lot of fun, and all we're doing is we're just drawing anywhere above holes 1 and 2. So there's 3 and 4, here's 3, 4, and 5. We want it to sound as lonesome as possible, and a couple ways to do that. You might experiment with the articulation dwa. Dwa, dwa. That kind of gives it a little bit of a bend. Dwa, dwa. And then if you want to, going back to what we kind of talked about earlier with hand position at the beginning, we have the possibility of doing a hand wah. I kind of have my hands anchored down here at the palm, coming in and out. When it comes to any technique, if it sounds good and it feels good, it is good. So if you can get kind of an airtight chamber in any way on the harmonica to make it darker and then open it up to make it brighter, that's kind of what the hand wah is all about. Everything we've been through so far in this lesson, maintaining proper relaxation, breathing, posture, mouth position, it takes a lot of practice. That's why I make it a heavy focus in my beginner to boss course, where we start with 28 lessons playing chords before we even start worrying about single notes. If you're just getting started on harmonica and you're enjoying this lesson, then you might want to go check it out. I take you through all this stuff nice and slow, step.
I'm out of breath. Oh, damn, doing this for 1 minute is actually tough. Let's try. Let's put a timer. Let's stand for this. Let's go. Oof. Okay, I can make it, but it's tough. Okay, nice. So we got one exercise per day to do for 1 minute. For 1 minute, we're gonna do this. How does he write this down? Naka taka. Did he write it down before?
Playing too hard. Just try and relax and play a little bit more gently. Syllables that will make then tucka on the out breath. Naka on the in breath, nucka, and then tucka on the out breath, tucka. Now, when I get beginners in front of me, they never believe me that I'm actually articulating like that. I'm actually articulating like that, I promise you. So go nucka, tucka, nucka, tucka. Okay, so see if you can do that and make sure that all of your consonants, the k and t, are really, really hard. And that's what's...
Okay, that's good.
Hello, Tomlin from Tomlin Harmonica Lessons here, and I thought that this week I could answer a question that I get asked a lot by students and people emailing in, which is, how should I practice harmonica? What is the best way to practice harmonica? So I like to break it down into 3 main sections, and this is what my practice routines are like, and it works very well for me and for my students. So the first thing that I really concentrate on is technique. So technique, this can be anything from practicing playing your scales, to practicing the pitch of your bends, to practicing some new techniques. So for example, if you're struggling with overblows, your technique practice could be focused on doing your overblows. Or your technique practice could be focused on playing a new scale that you're struggling with. So at the moment, I'm doing a lot of 16th note patterns around the major pentatonic scales. That's what I'm practicing during my technique practice. I'm doing this kind of thing. So you can hear that it's a little bit wobbly. For me, thinking in 16th notes is actually quite difficult because I tend to think in triplets. So that's what my technique practice is at the moment. In the past, it's been things like making sure that I'm bending my 3-draw whole step bend enough. So I'll spend a third of my practice time just working on that. Okay, so that's a really, really important element of your practice, technique, and it can be anything that you're struggling with in particular. So scales are a very good, strong place to do it. I tend to practice my scales with a metronome, and I'm looking at a number of different things when I'm practicing them. I'm practicing to make sure that I can play clearly without making mistakes. I'm practicing to try and increase my speed and my stamina. So what I'll do is I will increase the metronome speed bit by bit over a few weeks, but really important to set your own personal goals for your technique practice and not to jump around a bunch of things. So you might be spending a couple of weeks just working on your breathing, or you might spend a couple of weeks working on hitting the 2-draw whole step bend. It doesn't matter, it's whatever is pertinent to what you're working on at the moment. So that's the first bit of your practice, technique. The second part of your practice, I think, should be repertoire. So that is either working on a new song, so you could be listening to a tune and transcribing it, and that is a really, really important exercise to be doing as much as you can, because that helps to build up your ear and your awareness of where the notes are on the instrument. Or it can be learning a song from a tab, that's also fine. But learning songs means that you can put the technique that you're practicing to use. And that's really, really important, because a lot of the time we just try and learn songs, but we don't practice the technique, so we can't play the songs. And the converse of that is a tune and transcribing it. And that is a really, really important exercise to be doing as much as you can, because that helps to build up your ear and your awareness of where the notes are on the instrument. Or it can be learning a song from a tab. That's also fine. But learning songs means that you can put the technique that you're practicing to use. And that's really, really important, because a lot of the time we just try and learn songs, but we don't practice the technique, so we can't play the songs. And the converse of that is a lot of people just practice technique and then they never do anything with it. And I'm guilty of that to a certain extent. I have a tendency to just get really focused on practicing my technique rather than channeling it into songs. That's something I have to really think about. So learning a new song, really, really important. But also revisiting your old repertoire is also really important. Hopefully you've had the experience where there's a song that you've really struggled learning, but you've learnt it. And then 6 months later, you think to yourself, I wonder if I can still play that. And you think, oh wow, I can still play it. I'm playing it much better. Plus, I'm finding it a lot easier. So that's a really important thing to go back and revisit. So I tend to revisit things like that maybe once a week. And then the rest of the time I'm looking at learning something new. And if you can't manage learning a whole new song, try and learn a new lick. Just keep moving forward and adding, always trying to add. So that's the second part of your practice routine. And then the third part of your practice routine is improvisation. So this can be playing over a backing track, playing over a 12-bar blues, for example, and using some new ideas. So you might be looking at root note targeting, or you might be looking at song forms and playing licks with a very specific structure. So maybe something like an ABC structure, where you're playing a lick for 2 bars over the first 2 bars, then you have a break, then you're playing the next lick over bars 5 and 6, then you have a break, and then you play the next 2 bars over bars 9 and 10. So you've got 3 licks over a 12-bar blues. That might be how you're thinking about improvising. Or you might be thinking about improvising using chord tones and arpeggios. Or you might be practicing using a specific scale. But whatever it is, you need to be practicing improvising. Even if you think to yourself, this sounds crap. Doesn't matter. You've got to embrace the suck. That's the most important thing. Because the sooner that you can get used to making those mistakes, the sooner you'll start eliminating them. You'll hear something that sounds bad and you won't do it again. Or you'll do it less and less and less until you'd stop doing it. And then you'll hear things that sound good and you'll start doing them more and more and more, and you'll repeat them, and then you start developing your own voice on the instrument. So you can do that with a backing track, or you could do really simple improvisation exercises. You could do a little bit of vamping and do this kind of thing. But the key is always pushing yourself. So 3 main parts of your practice: technique, then repertoire, then improvisation. Okay? So we've got those as part of our practice routine. And then the next thing we need to talk about is playing. So playing the instrument's really important, but it's different to practicing. So if you're sitting and you're just having a little noodle around on your front porch, you're not trying to push yourself in any way, that's playing. Or if you are jamming with your buddies, that is playing. If you're on stage, that is playing. I have seen it so many times, and I've been guilty of it myself, where people go up on stage and they try and play a lick. And they're like, oh. And they do it again. And you're like, oh God, they're starting to practice on stage. Don't do that. Play what you can play comfortably and practice that lick at home. And gradually build up your confidence. And get comfortable with it, and then you can start using it in a jam situation or on stage. But don't practice on stage. No one wants to watch that, and it's not going to do anything for your playing. So make that distinction between practice and play. Practice is something that is focused and mindful and is aiming to push you further and make you better. Playing is enjoyable, and it should be enjoyable, and it's light-hearted, and it's non-judgmental. You're not listening to yourself and critiquing yourself while you're playing. That's what practice is for. So make sure that you don't overlap the two. It's really, really important. All right, thank you so much for watching this lesson. Build up your own practice routines. And what I've done, I've actually done something that will make it a little bit easier for you. I've put together various checklists depending on what level you're at, whether you're a beginner, an advanced beginner, an intermediate, or an advanced intermediate player. So to get those checklists, all you need to do is click on the link in the description below to go to my website, where you can select what level you're at, and then put your email address in, and I'll send you a PDF checklist that you can print out. Hello, I want you to grab your C harmonica, and we're going to start your first ever harmonica lesson. And if you don't have a harmonica, link in the description below for my video all about which harmonica you need to learn the blues. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to play a train rhythm, which is going to sound a little bit like this.
The old types. One million views. That's really nice.
Doing the first three notes all on one breath that I learned. Now there are lots of different variations on the train. I teach one of the most popular ones in my beginner lesson #1 video, and I'll be teaching more versions in future videos. By the way, the version that I just played in this video, I also teach step by step in my beginner to boss course, which if you want to turbocharge your growth on the harmonica, you might be interested in checking out, and perhaps joining thousands of folks who thought they were music at the same time. So here's playing holes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then putting my tongue on holes 2 and 3. Holes 1 and 4 is the best place to learn splits, and then later on you can move the technique across the harmonica, and this really increases blues horsepower, this kind of thing. But if learning this technique feels overwhelming to you right now, then you can just breathe in and out on the cross-eyed cat.
This is not nice. What I want to know is, let's try to ask ChatGPT. I've seen a lot of blues harmonica songs. What are using, yeah. What are other types of music? What are other music styles I can play with an harmonica C? Folk, country, rock, jazz, classical, pop, reggae, Celtic. Damn, that's a lot. Spiritual, gospel, experimental. Okay, let's search a little bit what kind of style I like. Folk, harmonica. That's the one. Super famous. Yeah, she's good though. That's so cool. Version 2. Ah, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, I don't understand what this means, but what about the harmonica? Oh, that's a G. Okay. What's the difference? I don't really hear the difference, to be honest. Yeah, I do. I actually prefer this G one. It sounds more like a cowboy kind of thing. This thing more crisp, clear. That's nice too. one person can make an entire song, make that emotion with such a simple instrument. I can quite picture an old time cowboy sitting around a campfire and sounding like this. Yeah, it's pretty nice, honestly. The house of the rising sun, the animals.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and trouble, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drum. Oh, mother, tell your children.
So that's a G. He's progressing fast. So, is that the girl we just saw?
Pues como quieras.
Gracias.
Toca la armónica.
Yeah, I think so. It's the same girl. Indian sphere. Yeah, that's her. There you go. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to practicing. How do we... So I think it doesn't matter really what kind of music. Let's just pick one song that I... Let's just pick one song that is suitable for beginners and then that I like, and then I can just practice that.
C harmonic.
So that's blue. It's nice too.
Hello, I want you to grab your C harmonica and we're going to start your first ever harmonica lesson. And if you don't have a harmonica, then click on the link in the description below for my video all about which harmonica you need to learn the blues. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to play a train rhythm, which is going to sound a little bit like this.
That's the train. Okay. Wood, wood.
Okay, and you might be thinking, why is it important to learn a train rhythm? Well, getting the train rhythm under your belt is going to help with your breathing and your rhythm, and it's also going to lead to more exciting things a little bit like this. Okay, so let's start by learning about breathing through the harmonica. So what we're going to do is we're going to play holes 1, 2, and 3. So that's the bottom 3 holes of the harmonica. And we are just going to breathe in nice and relaxed, and then we're going to breathe out nice and relaxed. So let's do that together.
So we've done this before.
Don't enunciate those consonants, the K sounds and the T sounds, hard enough, and it starts sounding a little bit mushy. You get something a bit more like this. So really get that na, ka, ta, ka, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to do that for a little bit longer, and we're going to try and maintain our breathing. And don't worry if you overinflate or you run out of air, whatever, just try and come back into playing in time with me. And we're going to try and build up a bit of stamina, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, well done. That's sounding awesome. So if you're finding that you're overinflating with air, that's completely normal. Most people do. We tend to grab the air quite hard on the in-breath, and then we don't get it all out on the out-breath. So the thing to try and do is to make sure that you're loosening your lips a little bit on the out-breath so that the excess air can dissipate either side of the harmonica. Okay, so we're going to get this kind of... Okay, so really get that air out. That's really, really important. The next thing we're going to learn is that train whistle. Okay, so that is something called a double stop. Now, a double stop is something that comes from violin players, and it's where you play two notes at the same time. So the two notes that we're going to play are holes 3 and 4 on the in-breath, so on a draw. So try just doing that. And I'm going 2, 2, 2 with my tongue. Okay, and then to turn it into that nice whistle, I'm sucking as if I was sucking through a straw. So I'm going. Okay, so let's try that. So I'm gonna count to 4, and then we're gonna go wah wah. Okay, let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait,
2, 1. Let's try that. So I'm sucking as if I was sucking through a straw. So I'm going.
I can't really tell if I'm playing 2 or 3 notes. That's 1. That might be 3. That's 2. Okay. Toot, 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 toot.
Okay, so let's.
I think it sounds the same.
Okay.
Woo. Yeah, sounds about right.
So let's try that. So I'm gonna count to 4, and then we're gonna go wah wah. Okay, let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4.
Sounds like dwell, dwell. Mm-hmm.
3, 4.
It's also more powerful.
Three, 4. Okay, so now let's see if we can put it together with the train rhythm. So we're going to play the train rhythm for 4 beats. So that means you're going to go naka taka, and then train whistle on the next beat. So that'll be naka taka, wah wah. Okay.
Okay, let's try this. Something like this.
Okay, so let's try that.
More or less.
Wah, wah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
And again. 1, 2. Three, 4. Time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we're going to add the hand into it to do something called hand wah.
And
what
what?
you're going to do, you're holding in your left hand like this, then your right hand's going to come up and close this gap here, like that. And we're just going to go wah, wah in time
Wah, wah.
with the train whistle.
Okay. Well, that's not it. He's more. Okay. Yeah, it's the same. No. Damn, it's tough to find, actually. Dwo.
Okay, so let's try just the train whistle with the hand wah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4.
That's deeper, right? It's tough to find those two holes, 4 and 5. But that's just them, not the 6, not the 3. I would say not bad.
3, 4. 3, 4.
That's good and all, but like, can I practice a real song, or is it too early?
3, 4. Okay, so now let's try it with the rhythm.
Why is my video stuck?
Nakataka, remember 4 beats of Nakataka and then a train whistle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2. Two, 3, 4.
There we go. No, it's deeper. His is deeper. I wonder if because we don't have the same harmonica. Could it be that? Because I feel his is deeper. Maybe more towards the 2 and 3, or sorry, 3 and 4 instead of 4 and 5. I hear this instead of this.
3. 3, 4. One more time. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now what do we do after the train whistle? Well, we catch our breath. So the train whistle was a lot of in-breath, and we now need to blow all of that air out. So on beats 3 and 4, after doing the train whistle, you're just going to breathe out around the harmonica. So you're not going to have the harmonica deep in your mouth, you're just going to have it nice and loose, and you're going to do... Okay, so let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's do this again this way.
And then we're going to come back to the train rhythm. So let's try that. Nuka tucka, whistle, whistle, out breath, and then we repeat. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tough. Damn, his whistle is so much better. Maybe because it goes stronger. No, it's deeper. Did he say 4 and 5 or 3 and 4?
Pouring the air. 3, 4. Okay, so really. So try just doing that at the same time. Called a double stop. Now a double stop is something comes from violin players, and it's where you play 2 notes at the same time. So the 2 notes that we're going to play are holes 3 and 4 on the
I'm so stupid.
in breath. So on a
There you go, that's why. That's why it was deeper. It's 3 and 4, it's not 4 and 5. Yeah, it's much better now. It's much better. Okay.
draw.
There you go.
So try just doing that. And I'm going 2, 2, 2 with my tongue. Okay, and then to turn it into that nice whistle, I'm sucking as if I was sucking through a straw. So I'm going. Okay, so let's try that. So I'm gonna count to 4, and then we're gonna go wah wah. Okay, to add the hand in, just the train whistle with the hand wah. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's still not the same, huh, as him. No. That's too high pitch. Let's find 3 and 4. That's 1, 2. No. 1. Fuck. Okay. That's 2. That's 3. Yeah. And 4. That's 4, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's 3. 4. 2. Okay, I get it. 5. 6. 7. 8. Damn. What? Okay. 9. 10. No. 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 Yes. 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 Okay, so let's do 3 and 4 now. That's just 4. Yeah, let's do 3 and 4. Yeah. Okay. I think that's 3 and 4. Yeah. No. That's 4. That's 3. No. No, that's 3 notes. That's 4 only. Okay. That's 3 and 4. Yeah. Okay. No, this is just 3. Mm-hmm. Okay. think that's correct. Yes. Okay, I'm getting the gist of it. I'm getting there.
2, 3, 4.
It still sounds different. I feel like it sounds different.
Three, 3, 4.
Okay. I think that's the best I can do
3,
for now.
4. 3, 4. 3.
Did he say breathing or breathing out?
4. Okay, so
There has to be breathing in.
for 4 beats. So that means you're going to go naka taka, naka taka, and then train whistle on the next beat. So 3, wah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's whistle. I'm sucking as if I was sucking through.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think it's not too
For a
bad.
straw, so I'm going. Okay, so let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four.
Ah, it's too high. No, this is good. Yeah, that's correct. I think it's good.
And then we're going to come back to the train rhythm. So let's try that. Nucka tucka, whistle, whistle, out breath, and then we repeat. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent work. So now I'm going to test your stamina out. Now remember, if you're running out of air, play a little bit more gently and also try to really exhale as much air as you possibly can around the harmonica when you're doing the out breath. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the nucka tucka. We're going to keep that train rhythm going for about a minute. And every so often I'm going to point at you, and that's when we're going to do the train whistle. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, do the train whistle. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
was too slow. Okay, not bad. It's getting there. Feel like I'm recording.
Excellent, excellent work. You now know how to play a train rhythm. And this is the foundation of so much chugging and breathing and bluesy harmonica playing. So it's really, really worth spending some time working on this. And then the next thing that you're going to want to learn how to do is how to play clean single notes. So that's where you're not playing a chord, but you're just playing one hole at a time, like this. So if you want to learn how to play clean notes, then just click up here to go straight to my lesson on clean single note playing. And don't forget
You
to
forgot to put the video. That's funny.
like and subscribe. I put out
Good. Okay, I'm happy with that. All right, I think that's it for today for harmonica. Pretty happy with the practice. I think we have a good drill. I can practice every day. So yeah, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna log off. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll probably log in later for a session of Mandarin this time around. So I'm gonna learn Mandarin. I'm gonna practice my Mandarin later, maybe in 1 or 2 hours. For now, I'm gonna take a break. And yeah, so I catch you in the next one. Thank you and see you. Peace.